Good. A slightly later edition of the Misfit Toy Fantasy Football League recap show. I'm your commissioner host, Steve Glenn, and welcome to week 5. So, behind me, Mr. Matt Klingner. He says a little too harsh on him last week, and he took his frustrations out on my fantasy football team this week. Is beating me down, so I'm going to pay tribute to Matt today. We're not gonna challenge Matt at all anymore. We're just gonna let him be, let him lie, and not mess with him. So let's get to this week's scoreboard without further ado here. Man, oh man. I knew I'd have trouble without Tom Brady, but Patrick Mahomes, this Mahomes guy, like, I don't know what he's done. He hasn't done much. And he's not helping the Brady Gaga franchise whatsoever. But anyways, he laid another giant egg for me, showing why I drafted him in the first round, 6th overall. But Matt Klinger took me down 169 to 133 to move to 4-0. I dropped to 2-2. One thing about Matt last year, Matt won 4 games the entire season. He was 4-9 going into the playoffs and just escaped winning the Ruby Doocy. And now through 4 weeks, he already has matched that win total from all of last season. He's 4-0. He's looking to try and go from almost worst to first, and he's the only undefeated team left out there. But Jalen Hurts just dominated for him, moving to 4-0 on the season. Congratulations, Matt. Congratulations. We had Derblitz beating Becky Hazy 137 to 129. Derblitz moved to 2-2. Becky to 1-3. It was Karen and the Eagles beating Kittle Big Town 140 to 103. 55 points from her Ravens defense there. Nick, Jazzy Sports Balls. He's won 2 straight. Everybody look out. He's getting hot. He beat KP 153 to 138 to knock KP out of the unbeaten ranks as she fell to 3-1. Team Hawkeye got 61 points from Josh Allen to knock off Nelly 157 to 127. You look at Nelly's roster, though, her waiver wire pickups are doing it for her. She just got to get that team put together here. We had the lowest score of the week belonged to Jeanette, as she fell to Nathan Neward 107 to 90. And Nathan kind of got lucky there as he had one of the lowest scores of the week as well. But he's fortunate. Jeanette only scored 90. Nathan moved to 3-1. Jeanette to 1-3. We had a tight one here. We had Team Webb moving to 2-2. He knocked off Fail Mary. Lisa falls to 0-4 on the year. Lisa, I am in business for a Patrick Mahomes trade, so maybe we can work something out there. But yeah, Lisa's 0-4 as Ryan skates by her 127 to 124. We had Dora coming in hot. He knocked off Eric from the ranks of the unbeatens, as both of those guys are now 3-1. Chris wins 120 to 92. And T. McDonald put a hurting on Ankeny Natron 150 to 97. Tyler moves to 3-1 and Ankeny Natron to 2-2. And then the game of the week, we said last week was going to be the game of the week. The Battle of the Times, thus Morris Day and the Time Jungle Love theme song today, in case you didn't pick that up. I always had some kind of connection going. Had nothing to do with the old Maddie back here behind me. No Jungle Love there, but we had it was the Time connection, Morris Day and the Time. For some of you young people, Jeanette, you might not ever heard of Morris Day and the Time, but that song is fantastic. But in this matchup of the times, the Teely Time just hammered Justin Time. The Teely put up the most points of the week, 217 points. He got 72 points for the Seahawks defense on Monday night, 53 points from Christian McCaffrey, 49 from Nico Collins. Teely Time just blasts Justin Time and Jacob Sheehan, 217 to 136. Teely moves to 2-2. And Sheehan to 1-3. Speaking of the standings and records, let's take a look at those standings and see where we're at here. In the Southview Division, Matt Klinger, this guy right behind me, the only undefeated team left. He is 4-0 on the season. He took me down big time this week. Amy KP, she's 3-1 in second place all by herself. And then there's a log jam. Kevin, me, Nick, Leanne, Karen, all 2-2. And then Nelly, Becky, and Tony are all 1-3, but only 3 games back. So still a lot of season to go. In the Hawks division, you have a log jam at the top. Tyler, Eric, Nathan, and Chris are all 3-1. Teely, Combs, and Webb are all 2-2. Then you have Sheehan and Jeanette are 1-3. And then Lisa, and Colt Jam at 0-4. I'm going to hope Lisa wins this week unless she's playing me. I don't think she is. I haven't really looked, I guess. But we'll hope Lisa wins this week. And then maybe I'll play some Lisa Colt Jam for you guys next week as the intro. So you guys can look forward to that. Speaking of next week, let's look. I'm just rolling on the transitions today, too. Speaking of next week, I do not play Lisa. I play Leanne. And right now I'm favored 141-133. It says Mahomes is going to score 36 points. He'll probably score 16 or something at 20 as he's been doing. Just letting me down big time. So Mahomes on the market. Send me your deals. Okay. Might make a deal with Leanne. I like Kirk Cousins a lot, so maybe we can make a deal there. But anyways, I'm favored over Leanne. You have Becky and Karen right now. Karen's favored 118-112. Tony favored 127-115 over Nick. Kevin, I don't know how this is possible, but Kevin is favored 136-119 over the undefeated Maddie Klinger back here. So maybe Kevin can knock Matt off. I'm guessing no. Then you have Nelly favored over Amy 119-71. I'm guessing Amy has some buys in her lineup. Hopefully she does, because 71 points is a very small projection. We have Lisa Colt Jam looking for that first win and Fail Mary. She takes on Nathan Neward. Nathan's favored big right now, 137-114. Lisa, you got to get something going here. Joe Burrow's been terrible for you, just like Patrick Mahomes been terrible for me. So those guys are supposed to be good. Not so much. Then you have the Teely time. He's looking strong. He puts up a big 217 last week. And this week he's favored over Jeanette 141-93 in an intra-team matchup. So hopefully they can get along at their team meetings this week and haven't been fighting it out. But right now, Teely's favored huge over Jeanette. Then we have Eric and Ryan. Right now, Eric is favored 124-114. And another big lopsided projection right now, Ankeny Natron is favored 135-70 over Chris and coming in hot. So Chris must have some guys on bye as well. I can't believe it's week 5. There's already buys. I had a lot of Chargers out in another league. In that other league, I did beat Matt. We played twice in the same week. He beat me in this league, smoked me. I beat him in that league, smoked him. So, but anyways, I digress there like I always do. But Ankeny Natron favored big. And then our game of the week, projection-wise, we'll see how it goes. It's Tyler at 3-1 and Jacob at 1-3. And right now, Sheehan's favored 137-131. Sheehan laid that giant egg last week in the game of the week. We're giving him another game of the week this week. We'll see how he does. My game with Leanne could also be the game of the week. We're kind of Leanne and I, the old rivals. We've been in this league a while together. So maybe we are the old rivals. So maybe we're the game of the week. Leanne, you and I will be the game of the week this week. We'll take Tyler and Jacob out, even though they have a closer spread, because Sheehan didn't really step up in prime time last game. But anyways, Matt, congratulations on your giant win. I'm sorry that if I offended you last week. Look at that good-looking fellow behind me. But Matt 4-0, congratulations. You're a first-place team, projected to win right now, and your team looks really strong. I like your roster looked pretty good there. So anyways, despite my second loss of the season, despite Patrick Mahomes stinking up the joint, we are still Brady Gaga, and we're still going to root on Brady Gaga and hope Tom comes out of retirement one of these days so I can pick him up. But we'll leave you with some more stay in the car. Leanne. going down this week. Bella Walton have lost 2 games in a row. Not happening. Best of luck to everybody. Those lineup set. Anyways, I guess, Matt, you asked me to be quicker than me, so I was very slow. I did have the picture posted up the entire time. Go Brady Gaga. And next week.